How can parents find common ground in raising kids? Hi there. Have you ever felt like you and your partner just can't see eye to eye when it comes to parenting? If you have, don't stress. It's totally normal. But here's the thing, it's not the differences that matter. What's important is how you both work together to find common ground and tackle those disagreements. Let's dive into this topic. Shall we? Why do parenting differences matter? You know, when parents disagree about how to raise their kids, it doesn't just create tension between them, it can also affect the kids. Children are incredibly perceptive. If they sense that mom and dad aren't on the same page, they might feel unsettled or confused. Worse, they might even figure out how to play the game and use the disagreement to their advantage. That's why the key is for parents to sit down, listen to each other, and understand where the other is coming from. Listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about truly understanding each other's perspectives. Sounds simple, right? But trust me, it takes a bit of effort to get it right. Talk it out, understanding each other better. If you and your partner haven't had a deep discussion about parenting yet, now's the perfect time to start. Share your thoughts about how you envision raising your kids, what values matter to you, how your parents raised you, and what practices you'd like to keep or avoid from your own childhood. Most importantly, keep an open mind and genuinely listen to your partner. Sometimes, differences in parenting approaches don't stem from disagreement, but rather from different life experiences. For instance, maybe one of you grew up in a strict household while the other had a more relaxed upbringing. It's natural for these past experiences to shape how you view parenting. You can ask each other questions like, what do you think is the most important value we should teach our kids? Or, what worries you the most when you think about raising our children? These kinds of questions not only help you understand each other better, but also create a positive and cooperative atmosphere for the conversation. Set house rules together. Do you think having a set of family rules might make things smoother? Trust me, it's a game changer. It's not just about reducing disagreements between parents but also giving kids a clear understanding of the house rules. For instance, you can discuss at what age your kids can start using a phone, when they're allowed to go on dates, or even who will help them with homework. But hey, here's the fun part. You don't have to decide everything on your own. Involve your kids in the process, especially as they get older. When kids feel like their opinions matter, they're much more likely to follow the rules. And if you don't agree with a certain rule, don't be afraid to voice your concerns. Talking it out not only helps you and your partner find common ground but also sets an excellent example for your kids about resolving conflicts. Remember, rules aren't set in stone. As your kids grow, you can revisit and adjust them to fit their developmental stage. Agree on consequences. Now, let's talk about consequences, because what are rules without follow-through? Right? Here's the tricky part. Parents often have different ideas about how to handle rule-breaking. For example, one of you might think a simple conversation is enough, while the other might believe stricter consequences are necessary. And that's okay. Sit down together and discuss what approach feels right for both of you. The key is to ensure that any consequence is constructive and aimed at teaching, not punishing. Stay consistent. Finally, this one sounds simple but is super important. Both of you need to stay consistent. If one parent enforces the rules strictly while the other is more lenient, your kids will pick up on it fast. And guess what? They'll learn how to take advantage of the inconsistency. For instance, if mom says no to TV time but dad says yes, kids will quickly figure out who to ask. This not only undermines the rules but can also create tension between parents. Consistency doesn't just help enforce the rules, it gives kids a sense of stability and security. When they see that their parents are united, it creates a positive environment for them to thrive. I hope these tips help you and your family navigate the beautiful, and sometimes messy, journey of parenting. If you found this helpful, give it a try and let me know how it goes. Remember, parenting is all about learning together. And you've got this.